Number 7 is why we Jews cover our head with the yarmulke, or people call it the kippah also. Kippah is cover, basket, but yarmulke comes from the word yare malka, to be in awe of God. So the idea is that as a Jew, I'm supposed to constantly remind myself that I am always in the presence of God. Being in awe of God means I'm aware He's here with me all the time. He's always in my thoughts. So we put a kippah on the head in order to feel that presence, that and obviously to keep it close to our head, meaning in our thoughts, and that wherever I go, I'm constantly reminded that I'm supposed to represent someone who is in awe of God and is holy, and in the same time it's reminding myself. Second, it's like we said, it's like a little badge, meaning instead of having a uniform, the police uniform there or there, so we have the uniform, Jewish uniform on the top of the head. People have to know that we're Jewish in order to show the Jewish values in our actions, and to represent, people know what Judaism is, represents the Jews. I always tell people who become religious, be careful before you put that, because anybody is going to judge the Jewish people once they put this, and it's a very dangerous thing to do. If you're going to do something that doesn't represent Jewish values, take it off, because you're misrepresenting and disrespecting all the Jewish people. And unfortunately, a lot of people who have kippahs and they look religious do a lot of sin, and we think, oh, look at the Jews, this is what Judaism is. But take off your kippah if you know you're going to do something that goes against Judaism. Number 3 is I am a prince. Where it says yarmulke is to be in awe of the king. I'm supposed to feel like I'm royalty. I'm here on a mission and I'm royalty. And we know, usually when we cover our head, especially in the past, people would put crowns, or like a bride puts also something on her head, And by the way, the whole covering of the head applies also to women. This is the thing of covering the hair, which also has some signification we'll see later. But we're talking men and women both cover their hair. Women, when they make blessings or when they get married, they cover their head. And men, since at 3 years old already, they start covering their heads. Usually around 3, but you can start any time. So we are representing. We have to feel we're royal. We have to feel, and we know that we fake it till we make it. So on some level, we try to dress in a way that makes us feel royal. And like we say, putting a hat, putting a crown, putting something on the head, it represents something royal, something divine, something above the head. So it's a reminder of that we're supposed to represent that high level, that high class, and behave like that. And the last thing is that we're covering the hair. Hair represents judgment in Judaism, and the kippah that cover the hair, it shows that we have to cover judgment, meaning to soften judgment, to appease the judgment, and that's why actually in Judaism we cut our hair very short, because we don't want judgment to grow. But if we have long hair like women, they have to cover it. Men they shave completely, as much as they can. But with this we'll discuss why we have hair. Alright, so enjoy your head covering.